Hey, it's me, Amy B. It's time for your yoga. So grab your cup of tea, I got something to show ya.
And we're going to start our lunchtime yoga today in a child's pose position. Come down onto the mat, walk the fingertips forward, allowing the bottom to come back to the heels, straight spine. Taking a deep breath in and out, ready to engage through the core and strong legs. As this a Yogalates workout today, pulling yourself up now, core in, tucking the toes, and we're going to pull back into a first down facing dog. We're going to do a down dog plank position, so then bringing the heart between the hands to a strong plank, pushing back into a strong down dog, to plank with the inhale, down dog with the exhale. Plank on the inhale, hold, lower the knees, and we're going to drop into a little push-up sequence, bringing the elbow to the side of the body, nice and tight, for 3, for 2, for 1, and then lower yourself all the way down with control, and we'll open up into a Sphinx position. So that's just elbow under shoulders, turn off the lower back, lift up the chest, look up to the beautiful sunshine. And exhale, letting yourself come down to the ground. Next inhale, bringing the arms out in front and the legs up long, and we're just alternating arms and legs in a little swim position, really working the back muscles here. Relaxing down to the ground, bring the arms back to support you to fold back into a child's pose again. Child's pose can be a rest position or an active position. Resting, letting everything go with the exhale. Active with the inhale, letting the fingertips walk forward, opening up through the side, body and chest. Exhale, let yourself sink into the earth. So next inhale, we're going to engage through the hands. So we're going to draw ourselves back up to a plank position. So strong core, tuck the toes under, keeping the bottom low, nice straight body. Inhale here, then exhale, push to down facing dog, and quickly inhale back to plank, exhale to down facing dog. Inhale to plank, nice and strong. Exhale, down facing dog. Inhale, plank and hold. Holding here, belly up and in. Imagine a candle under the belly, sending it up and in, keeping that bottom down. And then nice and strong, coming into little push-ups, elbow to body, for 3, for 2, for 1. And then lowering all the way down, knees, chest, chin, and then pushing up, chaturanga, into a up dog position. So that's just lifting the upper body up off the ground, taking in the sun, lowering it down to the mat, arms above, legs and feet swimming, really squeezing through the middle back here to create elevation. You're swimming to the shore, and then you're going to become a boat. So bringing the ankles up and bringing the hands around to meet the ankles, opening through the chest, and then relieving everything back down to the earth, pushing yourself back into that child's pose position. Meeting back on the land here, how lovely. Taking a couple of deep breaths for yourself. You're working hard today. Deep breath in as we're walking the fingertips forward, and deep breath out. You're letting yourself sink lower into the ground. Next inhale, we're rising back up to plank. Now you can keep your knees down for half plank if you want to take a bit more of a rest. Otherwise, come up to full plank with me, and then back to down facing dog with the exhale. Inhale to plank, exhale to down dog. You're getting the hang of this. Inhale, plank, exhale, down dog. Inhale to plank. And now stepping out with the right leg in, left leg out in, right leg out in, left leg step it in, right leg step it in, left leg, and now hold, squeeze. You can lower the knees if you need to. So we're going to do push-ups for 3, for 2, for 1, and then 1, for 2, for 3. Hold at the top, lower yourself to the ground, chaturanga or sphinx or up dog, which is lifting the pelvis up, dropping everything back down to the earth. Now arms come in front, but now this time squeeze the elbows back to meet the legs. So squeeze all the way through the middle back, squeeze and lift and hold at the top, squeeze, 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 and then a little bit of swimming then just to relax through the shoulders. You're almost there. Swim, swim, swim to the shore, and you're a boat. Lifting up the chest, lifting up the ankles, and then letting everything flop down to the ground, meeting yourself back in that faithful child's pose when you're ready. Really stretching through the back, sending the bottom down to the feet, sending the neck long, fingertips long, deep breathing. Breaths are long and slow. Heart rate calming down. We're going to move into the next part of our sequence now. So when you're ready, deep breath in, rising up, kicking up into a plank to a down dog, but just this time so we can walk the hands to meet the feet, stretch it through the back of the legs and the lower back, flop forward and roll up one vertebrae at a time. Inhale, reaching lovely and tall. Finding your feet in, as we're going to be grounded through the feet as we drop into a squat and squeeze the pelvic floor on the way up. And as you drop down, aligned knees, and then slowly on the way up, squeeze the pelvic floor, dropping it down, hold, and then squeeze the pelvic floor on the way up, drop down. Now we're going to do a little pulse. 3, 2, 1. Up, pulse. 3, 2, 1. Rise. One more time. Pulse. 3, 2, 1. Rise. Squeeze the pelvic floor. Lift the body tall and roll the shoulders and the whole arms backwards a few times. Placing the hands on the bottom, arching the back, and tucking the chin forward, opening through the shoulders, arching the back. Big inhale, tuck the chin and the pelvis forward. So we're arching and flexing the back here with the inhale and the exhale, and then bringing the arms forward. We can extend those up, getting a deeper flexion through the spine now as we come into a forward fold. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, let everything go, curling one vertebrae at a time, flopping down to the ground. And then we swivel it back up into a chair pose. Drop the bottom a little bit lower if you can, grip through the feet, and letting the arms swing backwards and forwards, lifting up the heels if you can. Swing the arms, lift the heels, strong breathing, keeping the bottom nice and low and the core engaged. Hold and rise slowly, squeezing through the pelvic floor, rolling those shoulders back. Drop it to 1, 2, 3 little pulse squats. Rolling the shoulders back. 1, 2, 3 little pulse squats. Rolling the shoulders back. And then 1, 2, 3. Hold at the top. Roll the shoulders back. Reach tall. Rolling them back a bit more vigorously now. Really letting everything go. Loosening up. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale, tuck the chin and the pelvis. And again, inhale, arching the back, flexing the spine. Exhale, tucking the chin and the pelvis forward, creating some opening here through the whole body. Inhale, arch. Exhale, tuck, bring the arms forward, opening through the shoulders. Reach the arms tall. And we're coming down into a forward fold. Exhale, one vertebrae at a time. Let everything flop forward until you run out of breath. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, belly up and in. Let everything roll down to the ground. Then inhale, swing it back into a chair position. Hold if you can, little pulses if you're with me, for as many as you can. Pulse, 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 pulse. When you're ready to come out of the pulse, we can do a big jump and then drop back into pulsing again. Pulse for as much as you can, as low as you can. This is your body, your booty. Get it down as low as you can. Hold the chair pose if you can't. When you're ready, jump and land again. We're going to do this one more time. Pulsing as low as you can. Hold the chair pose if you can't. And when you're ready, do a big jump and land up tall, roll the shoulders back, really shaking that out, arching the spine. Inhale, exhale, tucking it forward, allowing yourself that freedom of motion, feeling your heart rate, feeling your body becoming supple as we inhale, arch the back, exhale, tuck the chin and pelvis, bring the hands forward, open the shoulders, now squeezing the hands back. So bring the arms up and over to one side and to the other. If you need to do anything else here, squeezing the shoulders back, rolling the shoulders, rolling the hips, and then coming into a standing pose, hands in front, taking a few breaths for yourself, letting everything go, feeling strong, feeling balanced. Deep breaths in and out. I'm going to move to the next part of our sequence now. Bringing the arms up, bringing the bottom down to the mat. You can roll like a ball all the way back and up. If you can, use your abs as a break. If not, put your feet on the mat. We're going to roll like a ball a couple of times. Really rolling out all that work we just did on the booty and the spine. Letting each vertebrae hit the mat. Roll all the way back now into a shoulder stand. Placing the hands on the lower back to support the lower back, really just opening through the lower back at this point, and then gradually rolling out like a ball again. Now, if you can, keeping your feet hovered, but if you're with me here and you're giving yourself a little bit of a break, you can let your feet hit the ground, bringing the arms out now to pulse, 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 pulse. Really engaging through the abdominals, and your body get a little bit lower if you can as we keep pulsing. And one vertebrae at a time, lay everything down onto the mat, and we're going to do little crunches, reaching the arms tall and above, and just crunching through the upper abdominals, keeping the knees bent. And we're just warming up through the upper abs. Little pulses at the top, if you can, as many pulses as you can. Reaching the arms long. We repeat, crunch, pulse, pulse, pulse. Reaching the arms long. One more, pulse, pulse, pulse. This is your body, whatever you feel is right for you. And then let everything go. Arms and legs go long. Deep breath. Breathing. Filling all the way up through the diaphragm. Breathing. Feeling the diaphragm. Breathe into the earth. Bringing the knees up to your chest now. Give yourself a little bit of a massage. Rolling back up like a ball. This time keeping the feet high. Rolling up. Those abs are warmed up now. Keeping the feet up nice and high. Hitting every vertebrae as you roll down. And back up again. Roll down. Now placing the hands on the lower back. We come into a shoulder stand. If you can this time, bring the legs up straight above you. If not, still keep them slightly bent. Most importantly, make sure your lower back is supported. If you can roll out of this, reverse, bring the knees down. Roll up like a ball again. Back to the top we go. Rolling every vertebrae. Keeping that core engaged, getting stronger all of the time. We're going to pump the arms. If you can, you're flipping the hands face down and face up. You can sending the legs out long, lowering ourselves down gradually all the way down to the mat, reaching the arms up above the head, reaching the legs out, but not for a rest. We're going to do roll-ups this time. So with the legs straight, rolling the whole vertebrae up until you find a little pause at the top and squeeze, rolling everything back down, roll up and squeeze, and pulse, 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 pulse. You know how this goes by now, reaching long and up and pulse. Pulse as many as you can at the top. And then letting everything roll back, keeping the core engaged as we pulse, 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 roll everything back down to the earth. Take a breather here, breathing through the diaphragm. Allow the expansion to come through the middle body and the core. Well done, you're doing great, we're almost there. So now bringing the knees up, and allow yourself to roll that little lower back out, knees going one way and the other. Maybe one goes one way and the other goes the other. Whatever feels right for you. So we can engage again, rolling up like a ball. Hovering the arms and the legs this time. Rolling all the way back and up, feeling strong. Kicking the arms and the legs out. This progressive exercise is for your body. Whatever you feel is best as you roll backwards and forwards. Keeping the abs on like a brake. We're going to roll all the way back into a shoulder stand this time now. See if you can walk the hands a little bit lower. See if you can get the legs up a little bit straighter. And if they can, straight legs come all the way overhead. Meet the earth behind you. You only release the lower back if the feet are on the ground into a plow position. If not, keep your hands on the lower back. Keep the knees bent. And to come out of this, we reverse. So all the way back that you were, back to a shoulder stand. Roll up like a ball. Couple more rolls to roll out the spine. You're doing great. Almost there. Rolling up this time, feeling strong. Now pump the arms and the legs together. So one leg goes down, arms go up. Another leg goes down, pump, pump, pump. Arms go up, pump, pump, pump. Squeeze it all in as you roll yourself down to the mat. Long arms and legs. Now we're going to roll all the way up. So arms come above the head, roll up to that point you got to last time, and then reach higher and touching the toes if you can. So you can imagine that you have angels helping you up with this. Angels then pull you all the way up, reaching down to your toes. So the main thing is pull and keep your core engaged. That means the belly button's in, the pelvic floor is on as you squeeze and you roll all the way up and over. This is a progressive exercise. You'll notice yourself getting stronger all the time. Reaching the arms up and pulse, pulse, pulse at the top. As many pulses as you can. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. On, pulse, 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 pulse. We're not laying down yet. Pulse, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then one more big arm. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Your abdominals are so much stronger now than when you started. Reach all the way back. Give yourself a breather. It'll be lunchtime soon. We're just going to do a little cool down stretch now. You're doing great. So now I'm going to invite you to bring both the knees up. And just rolling the lower back a little bit. Allowing yourself to feel connected to the earth and to your body. Knees go one way And then maybe they go the other way. And then keeping hold of one leg, let the other one come out straight. Bringing the knee up towards the chest. Kicking that leg up to the sky now. Place the hands on the hamstring, really stretching through the back of the leg. It's worked hard today. Bending that leg now over to the opposite side. Keeping the opposite arm out long. Little twist for the spine. Deep breathing, long breaths. Creating length in your muscles. Creating space for your body. Unraveling that leg now. We're going to bring the opposite knee up and in. Drawing that up towards your chest. Feeling a nice opening through the hip. Sending the leg up high to the sky. Flexing the toes. Drawing the hamstring towards you. Really stretching through the back of the leg. And then bending and sending all the way over to the opposite side. And just letting everything sink into the earth, the opening through the spine. And unravel back to straight. And then we're going to arch the back and the chest, really just taking in the last of this beautiful sunshine. Allowing your body to feel open. Up we come and reaching down towards the toes. Feeling a little bit of surrender through the back there. This has been a full body workout, so make sure you take time to stretch. Folding back to arch up the back, landing on the elbows, chin back. And then countering that, reaching back down towards the toes again. What a beautiful stretch. Well done. And you lay yourself back down onto the earth, reaching the arms up long, and then dropping into a shavasana pose. I'm going to invite you to take a couple of really long breaths here, letting everything go. These last few breaths are for you. Letting go of thought, letting go of movement. And then remembering that it is lunchtime. So if you are feeling hungry, you've done a great job today. It's time for your lunch. Have yourself a reward. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow. With love.